Some decisions you make truly change your life for the better, forever. For me, one such decision was to take the IELTS English proficiency test after enrolling in Twins Education's IELTS preparation course. My stellar IELTS academic test result was far more than a simple number. In part, it led to my admission to the university of my dreams, my reception of a prestigious scholarship, and my recruitment by an excellent employer. It was, in a nutshell, the key to my future. As the world's most popular English language test for higher education and immigration, the IELTS test is recognized by most international and professional organizations across the globe. In fact, most top-ranked universities in Canada, Australia, the UK, and the US require a minimum IELTS band score of 6.5 to 7.0, and immigration authorities in most Commonwealth countries use IELTS scores as proof of prospective immigrants' competence in English. There are two main types of IELTS tests. The IELTS academic test is suitable for individuals seeking higher education or professional registration, whereas the IELTS general training test is geared towards individuals who are applying for permanent residence or employment in English-speaking countries, such as the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. In addition, candidates can choose to have their IELTS test either paper-based or computer-based. Unsurprisingly for a test of its renown, the IELTS test is by no means simple. Designed to evaluate candidates along a scale of Band 1, meaning non-user, to Band 9, meaning expert user, the 165-minute test consists of 4 components: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. The first component, reading, spans 60 minutes and has 3 sections and texts, totaling 2,150 to 2,750 words. The given text varies depending on which type of test is taken. For IELTS academic, the texts are extracted from books, journals, magazines, newspapers, and online resources, and targeted towards students at the undergraduate or postgraduate level. Whereas for IELTS general training, the texts either deal with everyday materials such as timetables or notices, work materials like job descriptions or contracts, or leisure reading materials such as newspaper or magazine articles. As for the 40-minute listening component, candidates pay attention to recordings of speakers in either social or educational situations, conversing in various accents before answering questions about what they have heard. This section is relatively challenging because each recording is only played once. The speaking component, on the other hand, consists of a 15-minute face-to-face interview between the test taker and an examiner. It includes 3 sections: an introduction and interview, a 2-minute presentation, and a few short discussions. This part is the most nerve-wracking for most candidates as they are required to think on their feet. Lastly, the writing component lasts 60 minutes and requires candidates to write a 150-word essay in about 20 minutes, as well as a 250-word essay in approximately 40 minutes. Again, the specific topics differ based on which type of test is chosen. For the academic test, candidates must describe a diagram in their own words, as well as discuss a point of view, argument, or problem. Whereas for the general training test, candidates are made to write a letter in response to a given everyday situation, such as a proposal to the local government, as well as pen an essay on a topic of general interest. For example, how environmental problems can be solved. Given its complexity, tackling the IELTS test may seem like an overwhelming task at first. But don't worry, your IELTS tutors at Twins Education will be there for you every step of the way, be it physically via classes at their Subang Jaya and Kota Damansara tuition centers, or virtually via Skype sessions and Google Classroom. Each well-qualified IELTS tutor is in possession of an undergraduate or postgraduate degree and will guide you through the various components of the IELTS test during the 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours classes that make up the preparatory course. Rest assured that the teaching you receive will be of excellent quality, as Twins Education has amassed hundreds of positive reviews ever since it started offering its IELTS preparatory courses in 2018. At Twins Education, learning is also made accessible for all types of students. Tuition rates are based on an hourly basis and vary according to the duration of each class and package you choose. Is all of this starting to sound too good to be true? Here are some testimonials from some alumni of the Twins Education IELTS course who have benefited from it just like I have. First up, let's hear from Anil Puvan. To have teacher Neural Ain as my IELTS tutor is the biggest blessing I've ever had. I only had 2 weeks to prepare for my IELTS academic online test, and I passed with a band score of 8 on my first attempt. Thank you, teachers. Next, Rachel Tsu has this to share. Before I left to study in Australia, I took their IELTS preparatory course with Miss Anne, and she helped me to understand more of the IELTS computer-based format. This IELTS preparation course has helped me achieve a band score of 8, and I cannot adequately express my thanks. Last but not least, here is a glowing comment from Javans Liu. Thanks to Twins Education's IELTS tuition preparation course, I was able to achieve a band score of 8.5 for my IELTS academic with Mr. Ben Lee. I am now studying in the UK and aiming to achieve more for my parents. To come to this IELTS tuition center is convenient for me because it is located near to where I live in USJ Subang, Jaya. The great Austrian-British philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein once said, "The limits of my language are the limits of my world." Time is of the essence. Why not use yours to broaden your world by gaining a robust and verifiable grasp of the English language? Sign up now for the IELTS preparation course at Twins Education, and I dare say your future self will thank you.